about 1 in 20 students avoids going to school because of bullying. And now more and more teens are resorting to going under the knife to feel better about themselves so they can attend school. So Elizabeth Hasselbeck actually did a story on this, and I think the video is interesting, so let's watch that.
High school senior Erica Morgo says she likes what she sees when she looks into the mirror today. But that wasn't always the case.
In 6th grade, I was on the bus, and a lot of boys make fun of me for having a big nose. They would call me Pinocchio. I felt helpless.
Oh, damn.
I felt like a loser.
The situation grew so severe, Erica started missing school. Then one night, she took desperate action.
I tried breaking my nose once because I was so fed up with the bullying that I tried banging my face against the door.
At that point, Erica's mother said she knew she had to do something. And that something was allowing Erica to undergo cosmetic surgery at the age of 15.
Erica having the surgery, I think that it was definitely a good decision because it brought her back her self-esteem. Oh, this was 8th grade graduation.
I have more confidence. I can actually have my head high up and be pretty.
Erica is among a small but growing number of teenagers who say being bullied prompted them to consider or undergo cosmetic surgery. Nearly 90,000 teens underwent cosmetic surgery in 2007, and doctors say the numbers are growing.
I do see a fair amount of parents coming in with their child because of bullying. My preference is, of course, to work out the issues first, the bullying, the teasing, but there are certain situations where people are mature enough and surgery is a final resort.
The most popular cosmetic procedures for teens include nose jobs, breast reductions, breast augmentations, ear tucks, and Botox injections. But while teens like Erica say plastic surgery has enabled them to gain in self-esteem, critics argue they're losing on a number of levels.
The problem is clearly with the phenomenon of bullying and not with the person's nose.
Dr. Ned Hallowell, a child psychiatrist, says parents who allow their teens to get plastic surgery may be putting their teens at both psychological and physical risk.
Anytime you have any kind of surgery, the risks are rampant. And when you do the risk-benefit analysis, cosmetic surgery to avoid bullying, unless you are severely deformed, clearly doesn't pass the test.
When they first showed the pictures of her when she was much younger, I was like, she looks like a perfectly normal girl. And then when she's older and she had gotten the surgery, I was like, I gotta be honest, she looks cute, right? But then they showed the before picture, right before the surgery, when she's the same age, right? She looked perfectly good. There was no need for surgery.
What's depressing about that is she didn't even have a big nose, in my opinion.
Yeah, she didn't have that big a nose. There's certainly no deformity. She looked, for within that context of kids that age, she looked perfectly good. And so I think it's crazy talk.
Yeah.
No. I mean, look, if my kid comes to me at the age of 15 and says, "Oh, I'm being bullied, so I want to, do these kind of surgeries," I'm going to tell him to go talk to my friend Ed Reed.
Hell no!
No way. You're going to break your nose, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not buying it. And look, it used to happen back in the day, too, in the 1980s when I was growing up. Girls would come back from spring break and they would have had skiing accidents where they broke their nose. And all of a sudden, after the nose mended, it was much smaller. Okay, so it's been happening for a long time, but I think it's outrageous. I think it's crazy to do it under 18.
I mean, when it comes to people bullying or the little assholes that do it, it's they want to pick on somebody because they don't feel so good about themselves. So okay, the person you get your nose done, you come back, oh, look at my nose now. People go, oh, you got your nose done, you fucking freak. Who you getting your nose done? It's just always something. You can say, oh, now you got your nose done, huh? And they feel empowered that they got to you. Now they got more to go off of. It's not gonna end. If the reason is bullying, they're gonna bully you.
Besides which, all that is nonsense. They're using the bullying as an excuse. Okay, look, keep it real. Bullying's in the news. Everybody's talking about bullying. They want to get a nose job. They want to get a tit job. And then it's, oh, I got bullied. The bully told me my tits weren't big enough. Really? No, I'm not buying it. Okay, no way. And if it's really bullying, there's a million better ways to handle it.
Right. I agree with you for the most part about teens getting plastic surgery. I don't think that they're mentally prepared for it. I don't think that their face is even done developing. I mean, when I look back at my face when I was 15, I look completely different, you know? Your face structure changes. So why would you get cosmetic surgery
it's
if
crazy.
you don't know what you're going to look like in 10 years, right?
No way.
So, but I'm not...
Can't do it.
I'm obviously not against it. If you're older, you're on your own, why not? If you want to make that change, then make that change.
Cannot play with them. Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it.
Singletary speaks for me.